Well. It seems the entity has went into a different universe and plucked out some new addition to its cat and mouse game. The new survivors, Jill Valentine and Leon S. Kennedy, along with a new killer, or I should say, an old rival to Jill, the Nemesis. Come along with me as we talk about this one. Dead by Daylight, Into the Lore, Resident Evil. Now, along with these new additions, the entity had plucked out some memories from them, specifically from Jill and Leon. Raccoon City Police Department, or station if you want to be fancy, in the Raccoon City realm. The smell of blood and festering limbs permeated the concrete walls of the Raccoon City Police Department. Once an art museum, the building was converted into a precinct at the heart of the city, but when evil took residence, the station showed one last terrifying expedition. Corpses crowding narrow corridors, blood smeared on shattered windows, and festering flesh dripping down the stairs. Interesting enough, Raccoon City Police Department used to be one police department before the entity split in two, because it got more hungrier than expected. These survivors were good and killers were lacking, so it tweaked the realm a bit to fit its narrative. Jill Valentine, founding member of STARS. In the early 1990s, Valentine served the United States Army and got the attention of recruiters for Delta Force, the nation's primary counterterrorism unit. Although the unit did not enlist women, Valentine was allowed to take part in the 6-month intensive operator training course, where she excelled in bomb disposal and lockpicking, and was known for a delicate and nimble though precise dexterity, as well as resilience, courage, and discernment amid danger. The experience made Valentine one of the only women in the world with Delta Force training, capable of dismantling even the most intricate explosives in a matter of minutes. During her time in the US Army, she met fellow soldier Forrest Bayer, who she would later work with more closely. She left the military in pursuit of experience that made her feel alive, as well as to assuage her sense of justice and a tolerance for those who harm innocent people. Sometime in 1996, Valentine, along with her new friend Albert Wesker, founded Special Tactics and Rescue Service, or STARS for short, an elite unit of Raccoon Police Department that relied on military veterans and weapons-trained scientists to solve serious crimes in Raccoon City. Despite keeping her Special Forces training and personal life a secret, she made friends with several STARS members during the time, including Chris Redfield, with whom she developed a close friendship and partnership, and often wished she always demanded to be trained in marksmanship. By July 1998, Valentine became the only woman to be a part of Alpha Team, as the team's B&E specialist, positioned at the rear in the maneuver with STARS helicopter pilot Brad Vickers. In the spring and early summer of 1998, Raccoon City was haunted by the deaths of a number of hikers and suburban families, which involved both vicious dog attacks and group cannibalism. The Raccoon Police Department at a loss, STARS was ordered into the Arklay Mountains in search of a suspected hideout. Bravo Team was sent out on the night of July 23rd, and contact was subsequently lost. The following day, the Alpha Team was sent out to investigate their disappearance and continue their investigation. Finding the helicopter derelict and its RPD pilot, Kevin Dooley, dead and mutilated, Alpha Team was confronted by a pack of dogs, who then killed Joseph Forrest. Valentine, along with Wesker, Chris Redfield, and Barry Burton, fled into a nearby mansion, while Vickers, in shock, fled to the helicopter and abandoned the team. Within the mansion itself, the four teams split up to explore. Over the course of the night, they independently deduced that the mansion was a cover for a bioweapons research laboratory under the control of Umbrella USA, STAR's biggest donor. Valentine began to suspect Burton was working against the team, owing to a series of suspicious actions, but later discovered Wesker had manipulated Burton with threats against his family. Wesker was in fact on mission from Umbrella to retrieve bioweapons research, then destroy the laboratory and kill the STARS team to silence witnesses. The dog attacks and cannibal murders were found to have been the result of T-virus, a bioweapon which had leaked out into the surrounding area, with Wesker's death when activating a renegade bioweapon designated Tyrant. Valentine, Redfield, Burton, and Bravo team's Rebecca Chambers escaped the lab before destruction on Vickers' helicopter. Once back in Raccoon City, STAR's request for a full-scale investigation of Umbrella's activities was denied by their superior, Chief of Police Brian Irons. Their investigation was stalled by Irons, stonewalling and burying of reports, as well as Umbrella surveillance, severely restricting their activities. With no support from the American government either, Redfield, Burton, and Valentine traveled to Europe to investigate Umbrellas by themselves. Redfield went ahead alone to Europe in late August, while Burton relocated his family to Canada. Valentine left the city under a pretense of leaving, but to shake off Umbrella surveillance and traitors within the police force. He secretly returned to Raccoon City in hiding to investigate the Umbrella's underground facility before joining her comrades afterwards. This was slow going. However, 2 months after the mansion incident, the investigation was ruined when Raccoon City's water supply was contaminated with the T-virus, causing thousands to mutate into zombies. Umbrella took full advantage of the situation and sent in an experimental BOW to test on the survivors. Among these was the Nemesis T-type, a T-103 Tyrant parasitized by a Nemesis Alpha parasite. This creature was also dubbed the Pursuer, was sent into the city specifically to track down and eliminate all STARS members. After not realizing what was going on at the time, the Nemesis bust down Jill's wall in order to eliminate her. After dealing the Nemesis a few blows, Jill rushed to the basement and picked the lock of a cold room. Once inside, her body turned numb as a black fog engulfed her. Bravery comes natural to Jill Valentine, whose heroism proved invaluable during her harrowing time in Raccoon City. Even with a lethal pursuer on her trail, Jill's survival instinct provided her and her teammates with a few crucial advantages. Don't expect her to go down without a fight. As a founding member of STARS, who has triumphed over countless bioorganic weapons, her personal perks are Counterforce, Resurgence, and Blast Mine, allow her to indirectly fight back, while offering strong support to her teammates. Blast Mine. When direct combat is not an option, you still find ways to strike back. After repairing generators for a total of 50%, Blast Mine activates. Press the active ability button while near a partially progressed generator to install a trap, which stays active for 120 seconds. When the killer damages the trap generator, its trap explodes halfway through, stunning them and blinding anyone nearby. Blast Mine deactivates after triggering successfully or once the timer runs out. The auras of trap generators are revealed to all survivors in yellow.
You want STARS? I'll give you STARS!
Counterforce. You know how to withstand an enemy stronger than you, and it starts with hunting down and knocking out their support. You cleanse totems 20% faster, gain another stackable 20% cleansing speed bonus per cleansed totem. After cleansing a totem, the aura of the totem farthest from you is revealed to you for 4 seconds.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Resurgence. You have come back from near impossible odds, and you will do it again. After being unhooked or unhooking yourself, instantly gain 50% to your healing progress.
It's my turn, bitch!
Jill Valentine, a founding member of STARS, is now in the fog, dealing with all sorts of nightmares. But luckily for her, she isn't alone. But will this rookie prove up to snuff? Let's find out. Leon Scott Kennedy, the rookie police officer. Kennedy has suffered a traumatic childhood due to his family connection to crime. This ultimately led him to being orphaned after his entire family was killed. Kennedy only survived with the aid of a single police officer, an act which inspired him to one day become a police officer himself in order to similarly protect as many people as he could. Upon graduating from the police academy at the age of 21, Kennedy requested assignment to work for the Raccoon Police Department. His reason was interested in the widely publicized but unsolved bizarre murder cases taking place in and around the Arklay Mountains. Kennedy had no travel plans or an apartment in Raccoon City, and the hasty departure broke up with his girlfriend, stopping at a motel for the night. After a little bit of drinking and getting his bearings, he drove off to Raccoon City. When he got there, it was chaos. What looked like to be zombies from a horror movie, Leon needed to head to Raccoon City Police Department to see what was going on. But when he got there, he met up with fellow police officer and STARS member, Jill Valentine. Jill was dealing with something at the moment, and with no time for small talk, Jill told Leon to run. And not far behind, Leon could hear the guttural roar of STARS. This is not how Leon imagined his first day. Well, it looks like he needed to learn on the go. Taking a police uniform, Leon decided to investigate the biohazard that ravaged Raccoon City. As he did, he met up with an interesting person, Ada Wong. Ada Wong being FBI, the two decided to investigate this biohazard together. As they did, Leon and Ada infiltrated an abandoned Umbrella Corporation laboratory. Deciding to split up, Leon went one way and Ada went another way. But suddenly, an unexpected black fog led Leon astray. Leon Kennedy might be a rookie, but during that one fateful night, he faced an entire lifetime of horror and brutality. At once resilient and resourceful, Leon is adaptable above all, whether crafting makeshift weaponry or retracing his steps through labyrinthine hallways. Leon Scott Kennedy, the rookie police officer who went beyond the call of duty during the outbreak in Raccoon City. His personal perks, Bite the Bullet, Flashbang, and Rookie Spirit, allow him to ignore pain and disorient the killer and track objectives being lost. Bite the Bullet. Pain hurts you as much as anyone, but you would prefer others do not know that. When healing yourself or another survivor, grunts of pain and all noise related to the healing action are suppressed. Failed healing skill checks do not trigger a loud noise notification and only apply a regression penalty of 1%.
I can do this.
Flashbang. You have adapted to a world in chaos and making what you can from the debris. After repairing a generator for a total of 50%, Flashbang activates. Enter any locker and press the ability button to craft a flash grenade. The Flashbang is left behind when escaping the trial.
Get out of my face!
Rookie Spirit. You keep a careful eye on the objectives when they are slipping away while repairing generators. Succeed 3 good or great skill checks to activate Rookie Spirit for the remainder of the trial. Once active, the auras of any regressing generators are revealed to you.
I'll stop this, Lieutenant. I promise.
Leon Scott Kennedy may be a rookie, but don't let that fool you. He's sterner than most, and with the help of Jill, they may have a chance to get out of here. Unless an old friend stops them. Nemesis T-Type, or the Nemesis. The Nemesis is a Model T-103 Tyrant, a superhuman bioorganic weapon mass-produced by Umbrella Corporation. Unlike previous prototypes, it possessed near-human intelligence and could follow orders. The Nemesis, like all T-103 Tyrants, was infected with the T-Virus. During its creation, however, due to the T-Virus degrading the host's brain and causing a decline in intelligence to the degree of making it impossible for the host to follow complex orders, T-103s were additionally infected with the NEA parasite, which would take control of the host's body, bypassing the degrading brain and providing the Nemesis with near-human intelligence. When the Nemesis uses a tentacle, it is not actually a tentacle, but the parasite within him, as the NEA parasite is a worm-like creature. This particular Nemesis was assigned its first mission, unleashed upon Raccoon City, where it had a singular objective: eliminate STARS members. Rampaging through the city, the Nemesis faced off against Jill Valentine multiple times, and though she managed to escape, he was never far behind. He nearly had his target when a strange fog descended upon them, mixing it with the smoke of the city and chaos. The phenomenon meant nothing to him, the frigid cold and decreased oxygen never posing a threat. All that mattered was soldiering on into the fog, continuing the mission. Find STARS, exterminate STARS, and kill anyone who gets in the way. Nothing can stop the Nemesis from achieving his goal. His sweeping tentacle infects survivors with the T-virus, further enhancing his destructive power in the process, easily smashing through pallets and breakable walls while zombies patrol the map, applying additional pressure. The Nemesis is an unrelenting killer, capable of attacking at mid-range with his tentacle while receiving support from zombies roaming the area. His personal perks, Lethal Pursuer, Hysteria, and Eruption, allow him to quickly ambush survivors while sowing confusion and fear when injuring and hooking them. Eruption. The NEA parasite provides you with the intelligence and awareness needed to set up a trap. Performing the damage generator action on a generator applies Eruption. All affected generators are highlighted to you in yellow. The next time any survivor enters the dying state by any means, all affected generators explode and immediately start regressing, which removes the highlighted aura. Instantly regresses the generator by 10% of its maximum possible progression, causes all survivors repairing the afflicted generators to scream or reveal their aura to you for 12 seconds. Eruption has a cooldown of 30 seconds.
Can you use weapons?
Lethal Pursuer. You have been designed to track down and eliminate targets. At the start of the trial, the auras of all survivors are revealed to you for 9 seconds. Extend the duration of survivors' aura being revealed to you by plus 2 seconds. Lethal Pursuer benefits from its own effect.
Never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it.
Hysteria. You know how to brutalize one member of the team to cause a panic. Whenever you put a healthy survivor into the injured state, all injured survivors suffer from the Oblivious status effect for 30 seconds. Hysteria has a cooldown of 30 seconds.
Sorry, I got a little jumpy there. Didn't know quite what to expect.
The Nemesis is a bioweapon, capable of destruction on a massive scale. Can the survivors survive this one? Well, there's only one way to find out.